What's up guys, my name is Brandon and today I'm going to be showing you how to back up your old iPhone and restore to the brand new iPhone XS or XS Max. And I'm going to be showing you how to transfer everything from this old device to the new device, and this includes all of your contacts, your text messages, your applications, basically everything. Alright, so let's not waste any time at all, let's get straight to it. So for this video, I'm going to be transferring the data from my iPhone X to the iPhone XS Max. So what you need to do is just put your old phone near the new phone right here and just go ahead. You can see I haven't even set up the iPhone XS Max yet. So we're just going to swipe up on the screen right here, click on your language. I'm going to click on English, United States, and then you should get this prompt right here that says, if you have an iPhone or iPad running iOS 11 or later, bring it nearby to sign in automatically. If you want, you can also set up this iPhone manually. So I would highly recommend you do the quick start. It's so much easier and quicker. So since it didn't pop up on my old phone, I'm just going to lock it and unlock it to see if the prompt comes up. You can see right there it shows unlock to continue, and you can see the prompt there on our old phone. Let's go ahead and click on continue. All right, so once the two phones connect, you can see we get this screen here on the iPhone XS or XS Max. It says waiting for the other phone, position this image in front of the frame. And what you want to do is just take the old device and put it in frame of the camera. There we go. Once you have it, you can see it says finish on new iPhone on the old phone. And now just for security reasons, we do have to enter the passcode of the old iPhone. Once we do that, it says setting up your iPhone. And we do want to keep the old phone still nearby. We don't want to lock it or anything yet. It will now attempt to activate the phone. And you can see it did already pull the Wi-Fi information from the old phone. So that's how we did activate without having to connect to anything. So now we get this splash screen about data and privacy. Let's go ahead and click on continue. And now we need to set up Face ID. So Face ID is how you're going to be unlocking your new iPhone XS or XS Max. And this was just introduced for the first time last year with the iPhone X. And now on the XS, it's supposedly going to be faster and better. So let's go ahead and set this up. And you can set this up later in settings if you are in a rush and you just want to get to the home screen, but I'm just going to do it really quickly. And you can see that it says that first position your face in the camera frame, then move your head in a circle to show all the angles of your face. Click get started, and you can see me right there. I'm going to take this out of frame and do this off camera, and then I'll come back when I'm done. So you can see our first Face ID scan is complete. Go ahead and click on next, and we have to do it once again. And after you do the second scan, you should be complete with Face ID. Go ahead and click on continue. All right, and so now we get the prompt to back up from our old phone, in my case, the iPhone X, and you can see that we are using iCloud for the backup. Of course, you can use iTunes as well, and the backup has to be on a version lower or the same version as the current phone. So for instance, this phone is on iOS 12. If this phone was on iOS 12.1, the backup would not work. It needs to be on iOS 12 or lower. So that's not a problem for me because I am still on iOS 11 on the old phone, the iPhone X. But you can see that it shows that my iPhone X was last backed up on September 20th, which was yesterday, but I would like to make a newer backup. So in that case, I'm just going to click on update backup, and you can see on the old phone, it will show a prompt that shows that you are updating your backup, your iCloud backup. And so while that is updating, we now get the terms and conditions here on the XS. You can agree to that, and you can see we have settings from your backup. So you can customize the settings to choose which ones you want to be backed up, but I'm just going to go ahead and click on continue. I suggest you do as well. Then it says keep your iPhone up to date, get the latest features, security, and improvements by updating iOS automatically. Now you can use this feature, but I suggest you do not. I did make a video showing 20 plus tips on how to save battery life on iOS 12, and one of the ways to do so is by not automatically updating. So I'm going to click on install updates manually. I'm just going to set up Apple Pay later. Then we get the prompt about screen time, which is a great new feature in iOS 12, which by the way, if you are curious about iOS 12 and all the new features and everything, check the cards and the description below. I did make a full review on iOS 12. So definitely click continue to use screen time. App analytics, if you want to share data with developers, you could do so. I am not. And then you can select if you want True Tone to be on or off. You can see the difference. You can click here to see with and without True Tone. And now if you have songs or applications from other Apple IDs, you will have to enter in the passcode. But for me, these are mostly songs that I've downloaded online, so I'm just going to skip for all of them. And you can see right there it says finish on new iPhone. Your Apple ID can now be used to set up your new iPhone, and now we are done with the old iPhone. And you can see now that we are restoring from the iCloud backup here on the iPhone XS Max. This shouldn't take too long, but it will depend on your network speed. It will also depend on how much data you're actually transferring. So I am transferring a good amount of data, so it will take about probably, I'd say 10 minutes. You can see I'm going to be transferring about 67 gigabytes of photos, text messages, applications, all that stuff. So it is going to take a little bit for me, but it may not take as long for you if you don't have as much data. So I'm going to let this finish restoring, and I will be back when it's almost done. And just to let you know, if the screen does lock, that's fine. It will still continue restoring in the background. All right, so you can see my restore is almost complete. It says about 5 minutes, but it's moving along pretty quick, so it should be done within the next like 30 seconds or so. And there we go. You can see we did successfully restore, and now it is going to reboot the device. So we are rebooting on the new iPhone XS Max, and then when we come back, we should have the exact same settings setup as we did on our old iPhone, in my case the iPhone 10. So you will get this little progress bar here first before you come back to the lock screen. This is just to finish up transferring everything over to the new phone. And while we're waiting on this to reboot, now would be a good time to remove the SIM card from your old phone and put it in the new phone. So now we're just going to put the SIM card from the old phone into the new one, and this is just going to ensure that we have the same phone number and all that good stuff. And once we get back, you can see that we have the same lock screen and we'll have all our data now on the brand new iPhone XS. Let's go ahead and unlock it just to check it out. And you probably will get some pop-ups here to sign into some things, so don't be surprised. If we go over to photos, you can see that we have 4,294 photos now on the iPhone XS Max, the same amount that was on the old phone. All of our text messages are there, all of our applications, our wallpaper is the same, our contacts, everything will be on the new phone. So yeah, there you have it. That is how you can transfer all of your data over from the old phone and restore it onto the new iPhone XS or XS Max. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Also make sure to subscribe for a lot of other iPhone XS tutorials. And the video you should watch right after this is the first things to do on the iPhone XS. That video will be linked up in the cards and down in the description below. That video is going to show you a lot of important things that you need to do right once you get your phone. But anyways guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon.